Well, good evening and welcome here to the Hive. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock. Back at it again for Section 8 2A boys basketball tonight as the Perham Yellow Jackets take on the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines in the first round of this year's Section 8 2A tournament. Yellow Jackets with a record of 13-5. Wadena Deer Creek comes in with a record of 10-8. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock, and it's going to be a fun and exciting evening hopefully here tonight once again as March Madness is officially underway.
Yeah, what a fun atmosphere the Hive is, even with we've talked about it every time with the COVID restrictions, but what an interesting matchup. Using some of your research there, Jason, I'm going to steal it from you. 2014 looks like the last time that even though we're only separated by 25, 30 miles, 2014 looks like the last contest between Wadena Deer Creek and our hometown Perham Yellow Jackets. So kind of fun to have a local club come into the Hive tonight and maybe rekindle a little bit of that rivalry that might have been years past.
Again, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to the Dean's Bulk Service pregame show. Dean's Bulk Service celebrating over 50 years of service to Barnesville, the surrounding communities with locations in Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota, and wishes the best of luck to all the teams in the Section 8 2A tournament. Visit them online at dbsoil.com to find out what they can do for you. We have a full pregame show lined up for you here tonight on the Magnitude Sports Network. We'll be joined momentarily by Perham boys basketball head coach Dave Cressup. We had a chance to talk with him before tonight's contest against the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines. The Wolverines led by head coach Kevin Thunberg will definitely have his team ready to go and ready to battle as they get ready for tonight's clash here at the Hive.
Yeah, and some of the things that I think, we'll hit them probably after the interview, but, early onset looks like some nice athletes from Wadena Deer Creek. I know they're paced by a couple of nice scoring type guard/forward type players, and we can highlight them as well. But looks like they bring some athleticism, and according to what I read and what I've looked at from Coach Thunberg, is they really feel like a quick start tonight, Jason, might be one of those keys. They can have a 2, 3, 4 minute leg, let the Jackets jump out on them, and then try to recover. They need to start right from the beginning.
Well, the Wolverines are hoping to make history in multiple of ways, getting that first win against the Yellow Jackets in a long time since, I guess we talked about it, the rivalry hasn't been renewed since 2014, but also become the first team to win here in the Hive and be the first team to knock off the Yellow Jackets as they get ready to go for tonight's contest. But first, we'll take a chance to talk with Perham head coach Dave Cressup right after this quick timeout here on the...
Hi, everybody. My name's Andy Eckhoff, Business Development Manager at United Community Bank. We're a one-stop shop, and our experienced staff is here to help you in any way we can. I want you to know that when you bank at United Community Bank, you have a whole team behind you, and our team wants to know your goals and how we can help you get there. We're the #1 commercial lender in the Lakes area. Come see us at United Community Bank, where the future is bright.
Hello and welcome to our Magnitude Sports pregame show. As we continue to roll along, we're now joined by Perham boys basketball head coach Dave Cressup, getting ready for tonight's game with Wadena Deer Creek. First overall, the playoffs are here, and what's kind of the thoughts of being here in playoff basketball?
Well, we made it through the season with that COVID coming on and killing a lot of programs throughout the state that we get to finally play, and the kids finally seeing the reward of playing the whole season and get a chance to play in the playoffs, and we open up.
Hello and welcome to our Magnitude Sports pregame show. As we continue to roll along, we're now joined by Perham boys basketball head coach Dave Cressup, getting ready for tonight's game with Wadena Deer Creek. First overall, the playoffs are here, and what's kind of the thoughts of being here in playoff basketball?
Well, we made it through the season with that COVID coming on and killing a lot of programs throughout the state that we get to finally play, and the kids finally seeing the reward of playing the whole season and get a chance to play in the playoffs. And we open up with Wadena Deer Creek, who is a very great opponent for us. They shoot the ball really well, they guard really well, and they're well coached. So a recipe for a great game of Section 8 AA basketball.
When you see head coach Kevin Thunberg's team coming to the gym tonight, what do you expect to see from the Wolverines?
Well, I think they're going to mix it up on us a lot. I think they're going to play multiple defenses, maybe a little 1-2 zone with some man mixed in there. They run a lot of 1-4 action out of the high sets, so they look for some back doors on you, but they got great shooters on the perimeter. Ron Svet's a really good leader in that team. He runs the point for him a lot. Shockey can shoot it. Larson Kid's good. They got a nice overall good team, and I can see why they won 10, 11, 12 games this year. So they've been good every year. Kevin does a great job over there with the talent that he has, and so we know it's going to be a dogfight, and we gotta be able to execute better than we have been.
Team you haven't seen the last few years, does that kind of give a different look coming into the playoffs?
Well, in most years, if we have a good summer and a good season going into it, I like seeing teams that we haven't played before. A lot of times teams struggle a little bit with us if they haven't been seen us before. But on a year like this, I don't think it's really going to matter. I think teams have had enough film. Everybody knows each other. That kind of evens the playing field out a little bit. But he's done a nice job over there. They've been really good for the last few years, and I expect a great game again.
What will be some keys, do you think, for your squad tonight against this Wadena Deer Creek team?
Well, with their size, I think the big key is we get the ball inside the Diggins early and often until they make an adjustment and stop him, and then we just hope that he'll find a shooter for us. It's just a matter if we can knock some shots down from the perimeter, because I think they've seen us enough on film. They're going to make us shoot the ball from the perimeter and try to take Finn away. But Finn's a key, so we're going to run some action to get him the ball early and see if he can make some plays, and then we got to rebound and defend, which I think we'll do. We've been doing that pretty consistently all year, and that's a big key.
You mentioned Finn Diggins, just been an outstanding player for your team this year and throughout the years of the program. What does he bring to the team?
He's a phenomenal young man. I really have enjoyed coaching him since he moved here. He comes to work every day and does it. Some days I'd like him to work a little harder, but he's a true good athlete, and he ended up being nominated and got the All-Star Series in April, and he also is a semifinalist in the NBCAA McDonald Award. So you take those two awards, and he's in the running for those. That means he's a pretty good athlete and a pretty good player, but he's just a good person. He's been very good to me, and his family has been good to me and supported our program, and I can't say enough good words about them.
This year, it's been a unique year. A lot of people talking about that with the COVID-19 pandemic. Your schedule, though, throughout that, you guys were still able to put together a tough schedule. Did that help prepare your team as you guys get ready for this postseason?
Well, we hope it did. We got the best non-conference we could get with the COVID year, with no travel, some travel restrictions. We were able to get ESCO to come up here, but we got a great non-conference, and then of course this year our HOL conference is probably as good as it's been in 15 years overall, top to bottom. So it's been really good. I hope it prepares us. We've got a lot of close games. We won most of them, except we lost one at the buzzer last weekend. But hopefully that pays off for us, and we know what it takes to win in close situations. We've faced a lot of adversity throughout the year, which a lot of teams have, and we've come through it pretty good. But I didn't really like sliding into the playoffs with 3 out of 4 losses. I didn't like that. But you look at who we played, and that changes the whole perspective with Moorhead and Ferguson and DGF. So we played some tough teams, and I think we're ready to go.
You mentioned Fergus Falls and DGF. You look at the section, you throw in you guys as well in that mix. Just top to bottom, this section, thoughts overall on how it looks?
Well, they said they came out with a deal in the Prep News the other day, and then they rated Section AA from top to bottom one of the top 5. So that's a pretty good accomplishment. That's in all classes. So we'll see what happens. Fergus is loaded. They got their big kid back. DGF's good. Barnesville's good. Pelican's good. Warroad's good. I think we throw ourselves in there. Frazee can Breckenridge. I mean, it just, the list goes on and on. And they all got good coaches. They got great players. And I think it's a team that shows up. And I think really, truthfully, in playoff basketball, Jason, you got to defend in the half court and you got to execute in the half court. The fast break, the transition game stuff, usually good teams take away at this time of the year. So you got to be able to come in that half court and grind it out, execute well, and of course you got to shoot the ball well in the playoffs. It becomes a nerves thing early in games, and kids have a lot of nerves going on. And if you dig a hole like we've been digging lately, get behind 8-2, 10-2 in a playoff game, I think it's a lot tougher job to come back.
This year, again, you're co-champions of the Heart of Lakes Conference with Breckenridge, and which has always been a tough conference, and able to grind that out. What's that say about being able to do that this year in this type of year?
Well, it's just a huge accomplishment. In my mind, it speaks volumes about, I feel, about our program. You know, going six years in a row, 4 years we won it outright. 2 years we won it with co-champions. 6 years, and I don't know if you know this stat, but we're one of the 15 schools in the state of Minnesota that's won 6 or more straight conference titles in a row. And that's just a huge accomplishment to our players that we've had over the years, the coaches that I got that helped me out. I'm very proud of that thing. That's a big one that I hang a hat on a lot, because that's not easy to do in our conference. And this year, we tied with Brecken and 3 losses. I predicted the team that would win it would have 3 losses, and I was right on. I didn't know who was going to win it or whatever, but 3 losses, and it was that.
You look at that stretch that you had in the conference in the last few years. One of the key things has been taking care of business at home. You guys have had a lot of success at home. Is there a nice comfort playing here at home in Perham?
It's a great thing playing in the Hive. I don't know what the number is, Jason. You probably got it on the tip of your tongue, but we've won a lot of games in a row at home, and that winning streak is another one that's probably in the top at least 5 or 10 schools in the state with the home winning streak, and it's just an enjoyment to be in front of our crowd. We wish it was a normal year where the gym would be packed, but our crowd has been coming out and supporting these kids, and I know the tickets were going pretty fast for the playoff game, and so we're just excited to be here and not have to travel on the road, especially that first round. And if we get fortunate to win, we get another home game, and then you never know how it shakes out after that. So, but you got to be able to play on the road too. It's in these playoffs, you got to be able to go on the road.
Unique year. Your team, as many across the state, have had to navigate a lot of different things. The roles of the seniors and their impact that they've had, and kind of going through this after, especially with what happened last year.
Well, the seniors that were juniors last year went through what I call a mess, and it really messed with everything in the state of Minnesota, not only our program, but our program was really, really affected, going 28-0 and getting it wiped away from us that way. And then these seniors right now are, they faced another COVID year and didn't know if they're going to finish a season or have a season. Those seniors have been just truly remarkable and through this whole thing. So, like I talked to the guys the other day, some seniors haven't hardly played a minute on the varsity this year, or very little, and they stuck in there. They're being good teammates. They support each other. And then you got the guys playing a lot that have been showing great leadership, and they've been supporting those guys that haven't been playing a lot. So they really have bonded well together, I feel. You never know as a coach what's going on the outside, but I feel those seniors have led us in many ways that people don't even see.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you for stopping by here today on the pregame show. Good luck.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, that's Perham Boys Basketball Head Coach Dave Cressup here on the Magnitude Sports pregame show.
Hi, I'm Joyce Prime, and I've been with United Community Bank for the last 38 years. And one of the products that has gained popularity is our HELOC loans, which is home equity line of credit loans, which you can take the equity in your home and you can use it for various items, including home improvements or to purchase a four-wheeler or boat. Come visit with me anytime and we can discuss the home equity loan further. You can reach us on our website at ucbankmn.com.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. Dean's Bulk Service wishes the best of luck to the teams in the Section 8 AA tournament.
Against them this year. Welcome back to the Dean's Bulk Service pregame show here at the Hive. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock as we get ready for the Section 8 2A boys basketball playoffs. Thank you for tuning in again, and thank our sponsors, Dean's Bulk Service, United Community Bank in Perham, Denton, Frazee, and EOT Insurance. We're going to take a look at our starters tonight. First, for the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines with a record of 10-8. They're 7-7 in the Park Region Conference, 3-2 against opponents from Section 8 2A. Starting at a forward spot will be a senior Blake Fittito. Starting at guard, a senior number 3, Zach Shaw. Starting at forward, senior number 5, Tony Krecklow. Starting at guard, number 21, Aiden Larson. He's a senior. And starting at a guard, a junior, number 23, Peyton Rondesvet. Kevin Tuberg, Alex Broxweiler, Noah Ross, and Ryan Nelson, the coaching staff for the Wolverines. The Yellow Jackets, 13-5 overall, 9-3 in the Heart of the Lakes, 10-4 against teams from 8-2A. They're going to start like this. Starting at a guard, a 6'5" sophomore, number 1, Micah Thompson. Starting at guard, a 5'10" junior number 4, Marcus Belka. Starting at center, a 6'5" senior number 10, Finn Diggins. And starting at a guard, a 6'2" senior number 11, Grant McMartin. And starting at forward, a 6'1" senior number 32, Gabe Thompson. Head coach Dave Cressup, Brian Schwantz, Grant Durkheising, Brent Hansen, and Tim Schmitz on the staff. The Yellow Jackets are missing a couple of players for precautionary reasons tonight. So the Yellow Jackets will have to make some adjustments as they get ready to face this Wolverine squad tonight. The Yellow Jackets comfortable at home, though.
Yeah, long winning streak that you talked about early on here, Jason. And there's always something to be said about staying at home. You don't have to get on that bus, even though it's a short ride for Wadena Deer Creek. You're not. There's no travel involved. You can stay on your normal schedule, get your walkthrough in, get your shots up, even though it's a little different for those of you not familiar with tournament time. Both teams, you're not allowed on the floor. Both teams get equal amount of time shooting, and then they flip-flop sides, so they get 20 minutes, I believe, 10 on each side, and then they have to clear the floor. So in that way, they treat it a little bit like a neutral court or a neutral floor. So really excited tonight, though. It's a good atmosphere when you haven't seen somebody for a long time. It's fun to see those teams that we've seen over and over again, but for myself tonight, Jason, I'm looking forward to seeing Wadena Deer Creek. Growing up in Verndale, they were always competitors with us, and it'll be fun to call a game, and I haven't seen them in a long, long time.
I've had the privilege of seeing a lot of these guys for the last few years, covering for both the Perham Focus and the Wadena Pioneer Journal, and had a chance to watch both these teams progress throughout the last few years. Kevin Toomer's done a nice job working with this program, young coaching staff that he has there. In fact, Noah Ross, one of the top scorers in school history, I believe, trying to remember at the top of my head, he might have been the all-time leading scorer for the Wolverines, is now on Kevin Toomer's staff. Good to see him back with the program. As we take a look quickly here now at the brackets tonight, Fergus Falls is at home, the number 1 seed. Holly's taking on Bagley. Warroad is taking on Park Rapids. Breckenridge will take on Frazee. DGF is doing battle tonight at home. Barnesville will take on Pelican Rapids. Perham takes on Wadena Deer Creek, and the winner of this game will play the winner of Thief River Falls and East Grand Forks. That game will be here on Saturday at 2 o'clock here at the Hive.
Correct, and I know that Fergus is the one I know. I don't know the bottom. I know the 8-9. Staples Motley beat Monaga for the second time during the year, so Staples Motley is at Fergus Falls. I have a little connection there. My brother-in-law is now taking over the head coaching at Staples Motley and working with that program. So exciting night. We're just about ready for tip-off. A great interview you had, Jason, with Coach Cressup, kind of looking at the keys to the game. And I really think that the Yellow Jackets just playing Yellow Jacket basketball, getting after it on the defensive end, making it real difficult for Wadena, and then turning that into offense.
And on the other side for the Wolverines, they need to play with control. They're the team that has nothing to lose tonight. So avoid turnovers. When they've had struggles, they've turned the ball over. But when they played well, like they had earlier in the year when they knocked off the number 2 ranked team in QRF in the single A in New York Mills, when they beat them 59-55, they limited those and did a nice job there. So they're going to need to try to do that tonight if they want to get the upsets here against the Yellow Jackets at the Hive. A good crowd on hand within, again, COVID-19 protocols. We're just moments away from the start of this contest between the Wolverines and the Yellow Jackets. Again, we thank you for tuning in to the Dean's Bulk Service pregame show. Dean's Bulk Service celebrating over 50 years of service to Barnesville and the surrounding communities with locations in Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota, and wishes the best of luck to all the teams in the Section 8 2A tournament. You can visit them online at dbsoil.com to find out what they can do for you. We'll take a quick timeout and come back with the introductions of both teams here at the Hive on the Magnitude Sports.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. Dean's Bulk Service wishes the best of luck to the teams in the Section 8 AA tournament.
Magnitude Sports has delivered over 1,000 broadcasts capturing all fourth quarter comebacks, walk-off home runs, buzzer beaters, 62-point volleyball sets, and double overtime victories. The excitement is on Magnitude Sports. Over 150 teams from 5 states and 2 countries have been featured on Magnitude Sports at both the varsity and sub-varsity levels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and select your alert preference so you never have to miss that big moment from your favorite area sports team. Find us on Facebook and Twitter too. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Welcome back here to the Hive as the Yellow Jackets get ready to take on the Wolverines in the Section 8 2A playoffs first round action here at the Hive. Yellow Jackets win. They're back here on Saturday. Wadena Deer Creek pulls off the upset. Most likely they'll be on the road no matter what because Thief River Falls and East Grand Forks seated higher.
Starting lineups here for both teams, and I guess a couple of players that maybe to watch for, and again, I'll plead a little bit of ignorance on the WDC other than what I've read, but I know Rondersvet and Shaw have been pacing them and scoring this year, Jason. So a couple of quick looks. I would guess that they're going to put a few shots up early on in this game, just knowing that they've led them the whole way. So look for number 3 and number 23 for WDC to maybe get some quick shots up for them and get them paced right away.
Peyton Rondersvet averages 13.6 points per game and 7.61 boards per game. Shaw averages 12.4 points per game. And Rondersvet does a nice job inside-outside for this Wolverine squad, hitting 36.3% from beyond the arc, as does Zach Shaw. But defensively, they need to find a way, and many teams have struggled with this, and that's slowing down Finn Diggins.
You know, on first glance on the floor, it looks to me like it's going to be a hard matchup for the Wolverines tonight, just sheer size-wise of Finn Diggins and his size. But it's not that it can't be done. And one of the things that I bring up about Rondersvet, I believe he was their quarterback and a really good baseball pitcher in the spring. Both of those situations, we've seen guards all the way along this year, whether it was Magnuson from Pequot Lakes or Tonsfeld from Barnesville, who really captain the ship because they're in that leadership role all the time.
And he also stars in the middle of the diamond for this Wolverine squad. He also made a nice deep run in amateur baseball with the Bluffton Braves. So, you know, he's seeing a lot of big moments in his young career.
And if you're the Yellow Jackets, like I said, I think play your style of game. Don't get into anything else. Kind of impose your will. You're the higher seed right off the bat. And my guess is, along with you, that means getting Finn Diggins the ball and see if he can orchestrate from like that point forward position.
Rondersvet and Diggins will tip. Yellow Jackets in their home black and yellow. The Wolverines in their road white and blue. Tip one by the Yellow Jackets. Grant McMartin to Micah Thompson. Thompson goes right side to Belka. Wolverines showing his own early. Belka with it. Now back to McMartin, back to Belka. As Diggins cuts through the lane, wasn't there. Mark Martin looks things over, back to Belka, a couple passes in the backcourt. And now that one's tapped away and grabbed, and Aiden Larson for Wadena Deer Creek goes up in the lane, floats up a shot, no good. Fights and gets the rebound, and held ball will be the call. They'll go to Wadena Deer Creek.
And it looks like Wadena Deer Creek's in a 3-2 zone, Jason, so look for the Yellow Jackets to maybe run a cutter baseline, pick that bottom guy, and we should get a good look at the basket off that 3-2 zone, but the guards are going to have to handle it up top.
Larson gets the inbounds pass, drives, loses control of the ball, gets it back, spins, and it's saved by Rondersvet momentarily. He will corral and set things up for the Wolverines. Pass to Tony Krecklow. Now it comes back here to Zach Shaw. Shaw guarded by McMartin. Shaw looks into the lane, jumps and travels as he lost his footing. Going down and turns it over, gives the ball to the Yellow Jackets.
And I thought Shaw might have had a step there, but McMartin somehow slid back in front and made him pick up the ball. Now we're going full court in this 3-2.
And McMartin gets it across the timeline, and the Wolverines settle back in. Now to Belka. Thompson flashes through the lane, not there. They go right side. Diggins, though, 3 off the mark. Rebound tapped around and now grabbed by Blake Vitito.
And that's that baseline shot that's going to be open against that 3-2 zone. Now we just have to hit it. Good look there by Finn, just a little off.
Shaw with it, gets the screen, goes left. Comes here near side for Peyton Rondesvet. Rondesvet to the right side for Shaw. Shaw gets a screen in the lane, gets cut off. They swing around now near side for Larson. Larson drives in the lane, bodied there, kick out to Shaw. Now back for Aiden Larson, looks things over inside. There's a battle in the paint. Pass there is not there. They'll go back to Rondesvet and reset. Now here's Krekla. Couple of passes now looking to drive Larson off the glass, too strong. And the rebound is grabbed on the far side. Larson to Shaw. Shaw looking in the lane. Goes to Rondesvet. The Yellow Jackets quickly close on him. And it goes back to Shaw. Pressure defense, the Yellow Jacks known for man-to-man. Rondesvet drives against Thompson. Shot no good. And Belka soars in for the rebound.
Nice job by the Jackets there, forcing that baseline and forcing them underneath the basket. But WDC, nice patient offense, and really ended up kind of turning the ball over, but I think they're okay taking some minutes off the clock.
Belka with it. Now to Grant McMartin. Left side, Thompson wasn't ready for it. Now he gets it and resets. Goes over to Belka. Back to Grant McMartin. Thompson on the baseline, goes to Belka, takes the 3 off the front iron. The strong rebound goes to Vitito, and one and done for the Yellow Jackets.
Really a nice looking shot there for Belka though, and that's the one you got to kind of take that to extend that zone out and then maybe get a spot for Finn or someone cutting inside.
Pull-up jumper from Rondesvet off the mark, and Thompson gets the rebound. Neither team able to get the shots to drop in the early going. Now Marcus Belka across half court with it. Now to Grant McMartin. McMartin to the right side, Diggins. He takes the 3, and the Yellow Jackets are on the board as Finn Diggins hits the corner 3.
That's a nice shot for Finn, and again, that's the shot that's going to be open. He's been open twice now. We just got to be patient enough waiting for that guy to get open, whichever guy it is cutting on that baseline.
Here's Shaw with it. Hands it off to Aiden Larson. With 14:07 to go in this opening half. Rondesvet, kick out near side to Larson. Larson with a couple of moves, tries to go in the lane. And Shaw eventually corrals it back to Larson.
And it does seem like WDC wants to take the air out of the ball a little bit here, Jason. They're going to look for the best shot possible, which is probably a smart theory here. Nice gamble there by Belka and recovery.
Cross court it goes to Larson for 3, and we're tied at 3 as Aiden Larson hits from the far side.
Looks like off of makes and dead balls, they're going to go full court. So a little change up there for WDC each time down the court for the Yellow Jackets to find their way in their offense.
Diggins, quick 3 from the corner, and that one's off the mark, and the Wolverines get the rebound. Wolverines get set in their offense. And now a foul down low inside.
And that's one of the things maybe we didn't talk about as being a key to the game might be foul trouble, Jason. Just the fact of a little shorter bench tonight, and a lot of the game has already gone by, and that's the first foul. But just something that popped into my head there and that we should keep an eye on.
And there's another one on the Yellow Jackets. That one's going to be on Finn Diggins. Actually, no, it's going to be on Grant McMartin, his first, team second. Teshi Lohr has checked in for the Wolverines. And for the Yellow Jackets, Chaz Melvin and Soren Anderson have came in for the Yellow Jackets. 3-3, low score early on, under 13 to go. As Lohr takes a look back to head coach Kevin Thunberg and sets things up for the Wolverines. Now Shaw with it. The double comes on him, works his way through and turns it over. Now quickly up ahead to Diggins. Diggins with the layup and in for two.
Nice outlet pass there and a quick steal, and Micah Thompson for two.
And just like that, the Yellow Jackets have a 7-3 lead here with 12:30 to go.
And that's the type of spurt I think Coach Kevin Thunberg was talking about, Jason, is they can't give up points in bulk like that.
Lohr with it for Larson. Larson loses it, and Chaz Melvin gets it. Melvin into the lane, strong, gets it to go. And the Yellow Jackets have stretched the lead to 6. We'll see if Thunberg thinks about calling a timeout here, as can't really have let this lead get much further in the early going and let it slip away. Shaw into the lane, draws the foul on the drive to the hoop. Now coming into the game is Peyton Church. The foul is on Soren Anderson, his first. Into Lohr. Lohr gets tripped up there, and that's Gabe Thompson's second foul, and Jacob Daniels will get ready to check in.
And it seems like our footwork just isn't quite there right now, Jason. We're kind of kneeing off of those screens, and we're catching their leg and knocking them off balance, and the officials are making it looks like an easy call to me right now.
Shaw with it. Thought about the three, passes it back up and goes to Larson, hands it off to Lohr up top. Rodesvet looks to drive into the lane, gets tied up and takes a couple of extra steps and turns it over.
Trying to drive into a double team is always difficult, and I thought he was going to get that shot off there for a second, but nice double team there by the two sophomore guards for the Yellow Jackets.
Melvin back to Anderson. Anderson gives it to Chance here on the right side. Pass stolen away by Lohr. And he leaps up and grabs it, and the Wolverines come back. Chance to cut into this lead. They trail by 6. A little run. His shot will take the three on the line, but it's off the rim too strong. Rebound grab by the Yellow Jackets. Micah Thompson changes a pass in the backcourt to Melvin. Now to Daniels, looks inside, cut off, comes back up top. Melvin now feeds down low for Diggins off the glass. On the alley-oop, it's no good. Gets the rebound, his putback, no good, he's fouled. And Diggins will be shooting 2 at the line.
Nice job of him sticking with that one. I'm sure he wanted the first one to go down. A lot of bodies down there and a lot of arms, but nice job with sticking with it and going right back up quick with it.
Fouls on Rodesvet, his first. Free throw, Diggins doesn't get the roll, pops out, no good. Grant McMartin back in for the Yellow Jackets. 10:51 to go in our opening half. Yellow Jackets lead 9-3. As Diggins misses them both. And Lohr gets the rebound for the Wolverines. Wolverines with a record of 10-8. The number 7 seed in the South. With the basketball, down low it goes. That's Larson, trapped by Daniels. Looking for space and help, and he's going to call for a 5-second call. The help didn't come.
And it's one of those things we talked about that used to not come in play. We saw Coach Thunberg come racing down the sideline, but couldn't get the timeout fast enough, and that caused that 5-second violation.
Micah Thompson. As the Yellow Jackets cross the timeline, goes to Melvin. Melvin dribbles left, gets cut off. Up top on that zone there by Zach Shaw. Now Melvin will take a 3 and hit a 3. Chaz Melvin's got 5 points. And there's the timeout on the floor called by the Wolverines. Yellow Jackets lead 12-3 here in the first half on the Magnitude.
Hi, I'm Joyce Prine, and I've been with United Community Bank for the last 38 years. And one of the products that has gained popularity is our HELOC loans, which is home equity line of credit loans, which you can take the equity in your home and you can use it for various items, including home improvements or to purchase a 4-wheeler or boat. Come visit with me anytime, and we can discuss the home equity loan further. You can reach us on our website at ucbankmn.com.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
Welcome back here to the Hive. 10-12 to go. Opening half. Yellow Jackets lead the Wolverines by a score of 12-3. Winner of this game will play on Saturday. If it's the Yellow Jackets, it will be here. It'll be at 2 o'clock. Wolverines looking to become the first team to win in the Hive, not named Perham, against Perham. As Lohr has it with a pass to Shaw. Shaw with it now. Goes near side. Larson comes over to Lohr, guarded by Melvin. They switch and switch back on defense, but it comes near side. Larson back to Lohr. He's going to line up the three. It's going to be off the front iron. Diggins the rebound quickly to Thompson. The Yellow Jackets come back with speed, but Wadena's back. Melvin with 5 points on about. Now goes to Thompson. Back to Melvin. Look down to the far corner for Daniels, but comes back to McMartin. It goes back to Melvin now. Over to Thompson. Near side, Melvin looks in the lane, cut off there. Diggins and Ronnisfeld have a nice little battle in the post right now. As Melvin has it, looks to drive, kicks, and it's off a couple of hands and now off Daniels' hand. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets. Quickly back in. Now it's Tony Krecklau for the Wolverines.
And on that possession, to me it seemed like the Yellow Jackets got a little stagnant. They weren't moving. There were no cutters. And I think Coach Kressa probably wants a little bit more slashing through the lane or that dribble drive to happen a little earlier.
Lohr loses the basketball off his leg as he tried to drive. It goes out of bounds. We talked about it for the Wolverines to have success. They need to limit turnovers, and they've kind of struggled with that here in the early going.
And a good pressure defense by the Yellow Jackets. Something that we've grown accustomed to here watching night in and night out.
McMartin back to Melvin for three. Nailed it. Chaz Melvin hit it again. He's got 8. And the Yellow Jackets lead by 12.
Chaz had a little ankle injury earlier, probably 3 weeks ago. He really looks like he's got his hops back, Jason.
Ball tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Diggins. With 8:40 to go, staying with the Wolverines. Soren Anderson will come in. Ron Desvent with the sideline inbound, gets to the lower in the backcourt. With 8:35 to go in the opening half. Wolverines, Shaw getting pressured by McMartin, has nowhere to go, gets help to Ron Desvent, and he's blanketed right there by Micah Thompson. Thompson just putting pressure, looking for another 5 count. Now it goes here to Shaw. Shaw with the screen, but they switch quickly and alters that plan for the Wolverines. Lohr back out near half court, now to Rondersvet on the right side. Rondersvet drives in the lane, and the block will be called on Melvin as Rondersvet found a little bit of a crease and got through and was able to draw the foul.
And you probably had a better view than I did at home. It might have looked like Chaz was inside that cylinder. He was underneath the basket, so it's hard to tell. The lines are gone down there. But I think that's what the official was looking at, that he was far enough under the basket that it wasn't a charge.
A quick 3 from the corner, no good on the shot attempt there by Peyton Church. And the Yellow Jackets get the rebound. Yellow Jackets lead 15-3. Kind of a methodical first half. As Anderson now to Belka. Look, cross court, wasn't there. Comes back, now they swing all the way around. McMartin will take the 3 off the iron. Too strong. Wolverines with the rebound.
And I really like what the Wolverines are trying to do, Jason. They're setting that screen. I just don't think they're getting quite a good enough screen to make that roll happen.
And Diggins with the steal. He times it up and throws it down with 2 hands. And now a timeout on the floor as Diggins gets the Yellow Jacket fans off their feet. They lead 17-3. We'll take a timeout on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. Dean's Bulk Service wishes the best of luck to the teams in the Section 8 AA tournament.
Welcome back to the Hive. Yellow Jackets up 17-3 with 7:19 to go. Jason Groth with Lance Rock. As the Wolverines bring the ball up court, it's Ron Desfent. Ron Desfent to Shaw. And it's tapped away as McMartin got his hand in there and got the steal.
And I was just going to say, Jason, it was a 3-3 game about 5 minutes ago and a 14-0 run here by the Yellow Jackets. And we said earlier one of the keys to the game was going to be the Yellow Jackets just playing Yellow Jackets defense. And you said WDC can't turn it over, and it's happened both ways here.
And there is now a turnover to the other side. And now they're going to trap back. Shaw has it. Now gets it to Ronnisfet, and the Wolverines have numbers if they're quick. Going to the hoop and get in the back. He does not get the basket to go as Krecklau as Anderson draws the charge.
Yeah, that was a close one there too. I think Anderson was there, but it was dangerously close to that in the cylinder type area. And too bad for the Wolverines. They ran a nice fast break there, just didn't reap any rewards.
Micah Thompson to Belka across half court. They trap on him. And now a timeout is called by the Yellow Jackets. We'll take it with them with 6:40 to go in the first half. Yellow Jackets by 14.
Yeah.
Sorry. You ready? Welcome back here to the Hive. Yellow Jackets lead 17-3 on the Wolverines with 6:40 to go here in this opening half of the Section 8 2A playoff game. The winner will play on Saturday in the quarterfinals. As McMartin has it. Now they go to Thompson in the backcourt, hands it off to Belka. Wolverines, as you said during the timeout, Lance have done a nice job of changing up their looks defensively. But McMartin fires the three and misses that one. But Belka's there for the rebound. Thompson with it. Gets it to Diggins. Diggins is fouled inside by Aiden Larson.
They've stretched their 3-2 out a little bit and trying to trap on the corners, using that sideline as their defender and doing a nice job of it. I think the Jackets are going to have to pass a little bit quicker, a little less dribble, get it out of those corners and try to work a high post type situation here.
Belka goes inside for Anderson. Now comes back up top. Thompson with the head fake, pass back to McMartin, now into Diggins. Diggins with the spin, bounce pass for McMartin is short on the layup. Rebound tapped out of bounds. They'll stay with the Yellow Jackets.
Diggins making me look pretty smart, though, sliding up into that high post. Nice kick to McMartin down in the corner and slash into the basket. That's a nice look for the Yellow Jackets.
Belka gets it into Diggins. Diggins in the lane. Nice pass to Micah Thompson in the feed there for two for Thompson, but a beautiful feed from Finn Diggins.
And that almost impresses me more than Diggins' shooting ability is his ability to see the floor and find the open teammates.
Now he gets a steal. And the one-hand jam this time from Finn Diggins. Highlight reel night for Finn Diggins as the Yellow Jackets lead 21-3. Ron Desvent. Now with the pass to Vitito. Comes near side to Larson. Larson loses control. It'll be Yellow Jacket basketball. 21-3, Yellow Jackets lead with 5:11 to go in the first half. Diggins has 9 points. Chaz Melvin has 8 for the Yellow Jackets. Melvin in the corner now. Cuts through and he traveled though.
What I really liked about what Marcus Belka did there is he didn't cross half court. He hung back about where it says the Hive. That way they couldn't trap him, and it allowed some angles. So nice job there by Marcus Belka.
Lower with it. Hands off to Larson. Larson with Melvin on him, picks up his dribble. Carefully kept his pivot foot, now looking to drive is Krecklow and gets the layup. Tony Krecklow.
That ends a long scoring drought there for the Wolverines, Jason.
Snaps an 18-0 run. Belka with it. Now to Diggins. Diggins with the spin, the move, the scoop. It's good for 2. Finn Diggins is putting himself a night. We said the key was going to try to slow him down. Wolverines haven't found that answer.
And Belka held back again and then attacked that and got it to that high post. That's going to pull the Wolverines out of that defense because I don't think they can match up with Diggins in the high post.
Pull-up jumper from Larson's no good. Rebound's punched around. Now grabbed by Vitito, and he gets it off the glass for 2. Thompson to Belka. Belka cross court for Melvin. Micah Thompson. They double up on him now near half court. Gets to Belka. Belka right side, Soren Anderson. Now Micah Thompson over to Melvin. Melvin for 3. That one's off the mark to the tip, and the putback is good for Soren Anderson.
Nice job by Soren. He didn't go to get the rebound. He knew his only chance was to tip it back up to the basket. Did a sweet job of putting it right up to the rim and in.
Now driving and throwing up an off-balance shot was Larson. No good. Diggins easy rebound. Now to Melvin. To Diggins. Diggins up strong. No, does not get the roll that time. And Rondeset the rebound. Lohr with it. Lohr looking to drive, and Melvin just steals it away. Belka to Micah Thompson. Back to Belka. Got to get across the timeline, and that's 10 seconds. Yellow Jackets make a couple of substitutions. Jacob Daniels, Grant McMartin will join Micah Thompson, Melvin, and Soren Anderson on the floor. Lohr with it to Rondeset. Back to Lohr. Lohr drives, and he's fouled.
Right there you could see the quickness of Lohr when he took off there. That first initial step just gave him that little bit of distance from Chaz, and Chaz had to follow him.
Rondeset inbound to Vitito. Now back to Rondeset. Goes cross court here with the pass for Peyton Church. Floats up a shot, it's blocked away. And Anderson gets it, and he gets fouled. It's on Blake Vitito. His first foul. The Yellow Jackets lead 25-7. Melvin with it to Grant McMartin, to Micah Thompson. Down low, Soren Anderson. They swing it back up top. McMartin into the paint for Daniels. It's tapped away, and it comes over to Anderson now. McMartin comes back for Micah Thompson. Now down low to Melvin. Melvin, kick out for McMartin. Yellow Jackets moving the ball around the perimeter. Hand to Anderson, open in the corner. Didn't see him down low. Now they get it to Soren Anderson. Comes back up top for McMartin. McMartin gets cut off there. Now back to Micah Thompson. The Yellow Jackets working the clock on this possession as Melvin goes down low inside Anderson. Anderson up off the glass. No good. Rebound grabbed and brought back out by the Wolverines. It's Teshay Lohr. Lohr stops at the free throw line, kicks it near side. A three-pointer on its way. It's good from Peyton Church. And it's now 25-10.
Nice series there for the Yellow Jackets, and Anderson has found that every single time. We just got to make those buckets underneath.
But Jacob Daniels gets the rebound after the miss by Anderson. And it's back to 17.
Anderson's doing a great job of cutting from 3-point down into that short corner, and that's a nice look for the Yellow Jackets, and it will pay off soon here for Soren Anderson.
Laurel with it. Melvin out on him, and there's a 5 count. And now back into the game for the Yellow Jackets will be Finn Diggins, and coming back into the game for the Wolverines will be number 25, Corbin Wensman. 54.4 seconds to go. Yellow Jackets lead 27-10. McMartin now to Micah Thompson. Back to McMartin. They exchange passes in the backcourt. Thompson getting pressured now. That's by Shaw. Now it goes to Melvin for 3. Too strong. Anderson there for the rebound. Thompson with it in the lane. Shot up and in for 2. Micah Thompson has 6. And the Yellow Jackets lead 29-10. 15 seconds to go. Wolverines bring the ball up court. Shaw with it. Shaw drives up and in for 2 for Zach Shaw. And that will do it for the first half. And a good first half for the Yellow Jackets as they lead 29-12. We'll take a timeout and come back with your halftime show here on the Magnitude Sports.
Hi, my name is Ryan Rusted, Chief Lending Officer with United Community Bank. I'm just excited. We've been partnering with businesses for over 100 years. Come and see why so many of your friends and neighbors have put their trust in United Community Bank. Stop in and see us in Perham, Frazee, and Dent, or you can visit us online at ucbankmn.com. We're excited for you to be part of our community, United Community Bank.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and IsoClean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. Dean's Bulk Service wishes the best of luck to the teams in the Section 8 AA tournament.
Well, welcome back here at the Hive. At the half, it's all Yellow Jackets as they lead 29-12. An outstanding first half again. Finn Diggins, 11 of the 29 points for the Yellow Jackets with a pair of dunks tonight. One of the two-hand variety and one with a one-hand flush, as he has 11 points for the Yellow Jackets as they lead this one 29-12.
Yeah, and it's kind of what we've come to expect from Finn. It's unfortunate when you're that good a player, you just go, yeah, that was a really nice half for him, but it's also one that we expected. I think one highlight to me, or one person that kind of stuck out, was Chaz Melvin. It was kind of stuck there for a while. 3-3 for a long time, 7-3, and then Chaz came in, hit a couple threes and a two-pointer. His 8 points were really pretty big there for the Yellow Jackets. It seemed like it really ignited one thing to me, the Yellow Jackets defense. Once he hit those couple threes, it's like we hit another gear, and then all of a sudden it became really difficult for the Wolverines to get into their offense.
Scoring in that first half for the Yellow Jackets, Diggins with 11, 8 for Chaz Melvin, 6 for Micah Thompson, 2 for Soren Anderson, and 2 for Jacob Daniels. On the other side of things for the Wolverines, Blake Vitado, Zach Shaw, and Tony Krecklau with 2 each. Aiden Larson, Peyton Church with 3 to lead the way for the Wolverines as the Yellow Jackets with a strong first half lead 29-12. And we kind of touched on it a little bit. Yellow Jackets, we're going to see where they're going to get that secondary scoring. That's been the thing that's been missing. You touched on it just a few seconds ago, but Chaz Melvin really stepped up with some big shots tonight.
Right, Chaz did a great job. Another one that I thought with Gabe Thompson going out with the early 2 quick fouls, he usually brings all those intangible things, and we've talked on that all year. I really thought Soren Anderson kind of came in and did some of that for the Yellow Jackets. Tipped a few balls, got to the places he needed to, look for the open. It's not showing so much in the scoring, but he's done all the little things tonight. And the other one that I thought, Marcus Belka really kind of settled down that press zone defense when he stopped going across half court. He hit Finn about 3 possessions in a row. Finn dished it twice for layups, and he also took one for himself there. So nice job by Marcus Belka as well, kind of settling us down, because we had about 2-3 turnovers in a row there, Jason.
Indeed we did, but the defense and the turnovers has been kind of the thing that we talked about. And you look at the other side, Wadena Deer Creek struggling to get anything going offensively. Credit to that to the strong defensive pressure from the Yellow Jackets. That was one of the keys we talked about. For Wadena Deer Creek to have success, they have to limit their turnovers.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what Coach Thunberg's talking about in the locker room right now is, guys, we got to take care of the basketball. One of the things I don't think he can be disappointed in is his team's effort. They haven't let down a second from the minute the ball was tipped, and it's showing on the defensive end. They're hustling all over the place, and it's certainly not for lack of effort that they're down right now. They're working their tails off, and it's pretty impressive display, switching up defenses, and they're really kind of hounding the Jackets, and for a long time took the Jackets out of their offense before Finn started on his scoring there.
Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's basketball game, United Community Bank in Perham, Denton, Frazee. Stay tuned for the postgame show where we'll name our United Community Bank player of the game tonight. It's coming up in the postgame show. Also tonight, our sponsors, EOT Insurance, as well as Dean's Bulk Service. We'd like to thank them for their sponsorship of our pregame show, as well as all the pregame shows in the Section 8-2-8 tournament. Yellow Jackets lead 29-12. We'll take a timeout, come back, and we'll have the second half for you here on the Magnitude Sports.
Hi, I'm Joyce Prine, and I've been with United Community Bank for the last 38 years. And one of the products that has gained popularity is our HELOC loans, which is home equity line of credit loans, which you can take the equity in your home and you can use it for various items, including home improvements or to purchase a four-wheeler or boat. Come visit with me anytime and we can discuss the home equity loan further. You can reach us on our website at ucbankmn.com.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. Dean's Bulk Service wishes the best of luck to the teams in the Section 8 AA tournament.
Magnitude Sports has delivered over 1,000 broadcasts capturing all fourth quarter comebacks, walk-off home runs, buzzer beaters, 62-point volleyball sets, and double overtime victories. The excitement is on Magnitude Sports. Over 150 teams from 5 states and 2 countries have been featured on Magnitude Sports at both the varsity and sub-varsity levels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and select your alert preference so you never have to miss that big moment from your favorite area sports team. Find us on Facebook and Twitter too. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Welcome back here at the half. Yellow Jackets lead 29-12 as they had an outstanding first half, looking to carry that into the second half. Wolverines looking to make some adjustments and trying to get some momentum and chip in away at this lead. If not, their season will come to an end tonight, and the Yellow Jackets will move on to play Saturday afternoon here at the Hive. In a new format due to COVID-19, they'll be here at home in the quarterfinals, usually at Concordia, but now they're going home site until the finals, and then it'll be to be determined where it'll be, depending on who's playing in that championship game, if I could spit that out.
Yeah, and that one will be live here on Magnitude Sports on Saturday, so if it's if it's something you look forward to, March Madness is great. I can't have enough TV screens right now with all the stuff going on, Jason.
I know Saturday afternoon I'll probably have a computer next to me as the Kansas Jayhawks tip off at 12:15 on Saturday for the few of you guys that may be wondering at home about that one, but that's the one I'll be trying to glue to as I get ready for prep for that game at 2 o'clock on Saturday.
And you'll be giving a few updates to the listeners, I suppose, too, on that, the old Kansas Jayhawks. So, yeah, lots of great stuff going. If you were with us last night, and if you weren't, we watched the Perham Yellow Jacket girls basketball team go down in defeat to Breckenridge Cowgirls in tournament play, and so their season ended. And, again, we just want to hats off to the seniors, Grace Mickelson and Stella Razor and Katie Johnson, and all the work that they did for Yellow Jacket basketball and the role models they are for the young ladies coming up in the program. So I know Coach Super and the rest of his coaching staff will probably still sting a little bit in the disappointment of the defeat, kind of like the old commercial says about the agony of defeat. It does hurt because you care so much in the time that's spent in the gym, but hats off to the Yellow Jacket girls on a fine season.
We'll try to track down some scores as well in the section tonight, but for sure we do know this. Barnesville leads Pelican Rapids 36-33 in the second half of that one. We get ready to go for this second half. Yellow Jackets lead 29-12.
And it looks like we're going to go same 5 starters both ways, Jason. So let's see if we change defense again. And first glance here, WDC looks like 1-3-1 now coming out of that 3-2. We'll see if they slide back into the 3-2 or they stay in. Back to that trapping again.
Belka bounce pass there to Thompson in the lane. Micah Thompson now over to Diggins. Diggins into the lane, knifes through, loses control of the basketball, and Vidito gets it. Now Rondesvet back the other way. Rondesvet off the glass is short on the shot. Rebounds grabbed by Gabe Thompson. Missed most of that first half with 2 fouls. Back on the floor to start the second. Belka now to Diggins. Bounce pass in the lane. Thompson. Micah Thompson's fouled on his way up. He'll be shooting 2 at the line.
And again, I touched on in the first half, but it's one of the things that I think that sometimes goes a little bit unappreciated of Finn is his ability just to drop that ball off and see a cutter that maybe others can't see. So nice job, Finn Diggins, on that assist.
Free throw from Micah Thompson's good. He's got 7 points. That foul was assessed to Zach Shaw, his first. Second free throw. Thompson's off the mark. Rebound grabbed near side by Aiden Larson.
And I guess if there's one negative tonight for the Yellow Jackets, it might be free throw shooting. And it's kind of been a nemesis throughout the year. So let's see what happens as another turnover gives the ball back to the Jackets here with 7:14 to play in the second half.
Yellow Jackets is a team shooting 71% at the free throw line, but tonight's a little bit lower than that, says they go to McMartin here. Now for Diggins, and it's tapped away. Now it goes to the floor, and we got a foul. Yellow Jackets shooting 25% at the line tonight. My quick math. A 17:04 as there's a foul, and the foul was on Micah Thompson, his first.
And that change of defense is got the Yellow Jackets kind of reeling just a little bit. I'm sure they'll settle in and get what Coach Cressup wants them to work on in the next couple possessions down.
Shaw with it. Goes right side for the moment. Now hands it off to Aiden Larson. Larson drives, kicks right side as he looks for Krecklow. Comes back to Larson. Larson thought about it for a second. Now will pull the trigger and hit the 3. A nice look there for Aiden Larson. He's got 6 points, both from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and that kind of brings a little enthusiasm to the bench. Couple turnovers by the Yellow Jackets. A nice 3 there.
And another turnover here. Nope, it's tipped. Our angle, the same as the camera, but looked like it may have been off the hand of the Yellow Jacket.
And I was going right where you were going, Jason. I thought there was another turnover and another chance for the Wolverines.
But a near side official, a veteran on the call, makes that one as it goes inside Diggins. Diggins up and does not get the shot to drop, but he's fouled. Should be shooting 2 at the line. Diggins gets that free throw to go, and will improve that numbers at the line that we were touching on. The Yellow Jackets lead 31-15. That free throw is good by Finn Diggins. It's 32-15. As Ron has fed it.
I don't know if they picked that up at home, but it was an interesting maybe Wolverine call or something there on the free throw.
Don't know if Wooley's here tonight, but he may have made some fans may have went through him on that one. As a nice job, Blake Fittido, of tying that one up and causing the held ball to keep it with and to the Wolverines. Up to Larson. Over to Ron DeSvet. Ron DeSvet. Now with the pass to Shaw. Shaw looking to work, gets into the lane, loses balance and the ball. But Vitito is there, and he gets blocked. Wolverine fans looking for a foul there. As Diggins goes up for the shot, it's no good, but he's fouled.
Diggins is doing a great job the second half of using the pump fake, and seeing him go up on that pump fake, the way he shot the first half has got the Wolverines going up in the air, and he's using it to his advantage.
Free throw off the iron by Finn Diggins. Gets that second one to go. As Chance Melvin will come back in for the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets lead this one 33-15 with 15 and a half to go in our second half. Aiden Larson into the lane, picks up his dribble, goes right side. Ron DeSvet the three. That's off the mark. The rebound's battled for on the floor, now tied up. Held ball gives it to the Yellow Jackets.
Good open look there for Ron DeSvet. And I think if you're Wolverines, you're happy that he's getting a nice shot look there, and you want him taking that shot.
Micah Thompson with it. Now to Melvin. Melvin, hand off to Diggins. Kick out near side, tapped out of bounds by Aiden Larson.
And they're almost to the point now where they're at in defense. They're triple teaming Diggins, and Diggins is trying to find that open. So look for a back cutter for an easy layup, as Diggins is getting a lot of attention.
Thompson's going to drive and go off the glass for two. Yellow Jackets now lead by 20. With it now, Shaw. He launches the three off the back iron. Rebound, McMartin. And the Yellow Jackets quickly ahead, too fast for Melvin. And out of bounds and into the student section of the Yellow Jackets. Jacob Daniels, Teshe, and Lohr. The players that just check in. Lohr for the Wolverines, Daniels for the Yellow Jackets.
Jazz Melvin might have lost a little skin on the old hands on that one, as he's kind of shaking them off as he goes down this way. Was in full speed and kind of tried to catch the ball behind his head.
Shaw drives, fouled, and gets it to go. Zach Shaw with a nice drive, draws the foul. Has a chance at an old school three-point play, as the foul is going to be on Finn Diggins.
He went high off the glass for that one.
Guess that one's on Grant McMartin. That's twice I've given Finn a foul that they've given to someone else.
And the free throw is also good. So old school three-point play connected on 35-18 on your scoreboard with 14-13 left to go.
Diggins inside to Daniels, and he's fouled. Daniels will be shooting two. That one's on Teshe Lohr. Daniels, free throw no good. Second free throw is good this time.
Lohr bringing the ball back up the floor for the Wolverines. Kind of in a 1-4 set right now. Oh, he sneaks all the way through. Nice play by Lohr there.
He attacks the hoop and is fouled by Daniels. Or nope, Chaz Melvin. I'm just going to stop issuing fouls tonight from up here, as Lohr will be at the line. He gets that one to drop. Yellow Jackets lead 36-19. A free throw by Lohr bounces around and drops in. Micah Thompson brings it up court now to Chaz Melvin. Back to Thompson. Looks inside, now goes out to the baseline for Anderson into Diggins. The triple comes, he drives, somehow maintains control and floats it up and in for two.
And if you look now, the Wolverines have kind of changed. They're still in that 3-2, but they're packing it in now, kind of telling the Yellow Jackets shoot the three and really dedicating a lot of guys to Diggins. So he powered it through that time. Let's look for him to find, he's such a good passer, look for him to find a good open look here for a teammate in the next couple series.
Shaw with it, guarded by Anderson, comes back up top to Lohr near half court. Lohr hands it off for Larson. Larson with a couple dribbles in the lane. The floater is no good, and he's called for the offensive foul as Diggins had possession on Aiden Larson. That's his second. Yellow Jackets by 18 with 13:02 to go. Peyton Church has come back in for the Wolverines. Yellow Jackets have Gabe Thompson, Micah Thompson, Chaz Melvin, Finn Diggins, and Soren Anderson on the floor. Near side, Soren Anderson drives baseline, kick back up top. Melvin's for three. Bang! Chaz Melvin hits it. And it's now 41-20.
Chaz, when he gets his feet set, has just really got a nice looking stroke from the three-point line there, and he's shooting with such confidence tonight. Love to see that, and that's one of the scoring threats that the Yellow Jackets might need.
Lohr with it. Now has it in the lane. Up top, they swing it around. Shaw. Shaw drives against Anderson. Shots blocked away by Anderson. And Gabe Thompson corrals the loose ball. Micah Thompson up court. Thompson now to Melvin. Melvin again. And now a timeout called by the Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets lead by 20 with 11:57 to go here on the Magnitude Sport.
Hi, I'm Joyce Prine, and I've been with United Community Bank for the last 38 years. And one of the products that has gained popularity is our HELOC loans, which is home equity line of credit loans, which you can take the equity in your home and you can use it for various items, including home improvements or to purchase a four-wheeler or boat. Come visit with me anytime and we can discuss the home equity loan further. You can reach us on our website at ucbankmn.com.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Welcome back here to the Hive. Yellow Jackets lead 40-20 with 11:57 to go here in the second half. Tip of the cap once again to PA and DJ and Activities Director Aaron Anderson doing a nice job getting the crowd going here at the Hive. The Yellow Jackets lead by 20. Soren Anderson in Diggins. Diggins up off the glass is good for two.
That was nice teamwork by the Yellow Jackets there. The ball didn't touch the floor, just passed it around. Got Diggins a really nice look.
Rondesvet to Lohr. Lohr on the far side. As now Shaw has it. Comes on the near side, Rondesvet. Rondesvet, the quick three, it's good. for Peyton Rundesvent. That's his first 3 points of the night for the Wolverines. As they go inside to Diggins again. Quick pass, Thompson, good for 2. The Salants, we're going to have a unique debate for this United Community Bank player of the game tonight. I know it could easily be number 10, as it is almost every night, but could be some arguments for some other players here tonight that have played some big roles stepping up.
Yeah, exactly, and it be some key minutes coming up here.
And
nice shot.
Nice drive and shot there by Zach Shaw. Makes it 44-25. And stay tuned to our postgame show for the United Community Bank Player of the Game. Brought to you by United Community Bank in Frazee, Perham, and Dent. And now a three-pointer from the wing is good by Soren Anderson. Yellow Jackets stretching it out, lead 47-25. You know, a player like Finn Diggins does so many different things there. They attract to him, and then you hit those outside shots. It really is going to stretch the floor out for the rest of this playoff run. And Shaw with another nice drive. Doesn't get the shot to drop as the Yellow Jackets hit the rebound.
As a guard in the olden days, I'd have loved to have played with someone like Finn, who takes a triple team, double team for sure every time down. You get nice open looks.
My understanding is it didn't matter, though, for you on your looks when you were a guard, that you just like to launch anyways. Rundesvent fires from 3. That shot's no good.
I haven't seen many shots I don't like, if you want to put it that way.
It's just some of the things I've heard throughout the years. As we come over to Thompson near side. Melvin with it.
Most of it true. Most of it true.
As Anderson launches a 3, the shot's no good. Diggins is there for the rebound. Works his way, muscles his way to the hoop. Doesn't get the shots to drop. Now battles, gets another rebound, gets a shot blocked. Now it's tapped out of bounds by Shaw. Wolverines still battling inside and fighting, and their effort is something to tip of the cap for tonight here from the Wadena side.
Yeah, defensively, I don't think you can really hang your head if you're a Wolverines fan. They have battled and made most shots pretty tough for the Yellow Jackets tonight.
Thompson with it. Goes near side, Anderson. Back up top, Melvin. Near side, it goes for Micah Thompson. Back to Melvin. This pass batted by Larson, but it comes back to him.
There's a case in point. Those quick hands, they're in the passing lanes and making it difficult for the Yellow Jackets.
Diggins into the lane, the spin, and he's fouled. And he'll go back to the line. Fouls on Krecklau. His second. Draws Finn Diggins to the line. Does not get that one to go. Yellow Jackets lead 47-25 with 9 minutes to go. Second one, no good. I have a feeling if there's a Friday practice, free throws might be talked about a little bit. As looking to drive, there's Church through the legs of Krecklau. Or excuse me, that's Shaw inside. And it's tapped out of bounds. That was Krecklau. Shot got blocked and tapped out of bounds. Stays with the Wolverines.
It's just one of those possessions that just everything the Yellow Jackets are making tough on the Wolverines right now.
Larson shot attempt, no good. Anderson got his arm up in that one. That's something we'll touch on in the next drive down here. As it goes back to Melvin. Now to Thompson again. Back here for Anderson. Up top, Chaz Melvin. Now to Finn Diggins. Down low for Anderson. Anderson, shot up off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound after it's tapped around. His putback attempt, no good. This time, it's good for Soren Anderson. Maybe a sign of relief from him as well.
The old third time's a charm, I think, there. Nice job, though, sticking with it. A lot of players would have given up on that at that point, but nice job, Soren Anderson, staying with it.
Diggins with the steal. And the two-hand flush as he throws it down again in front of the student section with the jam, and the Yellow Jackets lead 51-25. And I was going to say that kind of led to it in a little bit of way. The defensive side from the Yellow Jackets tonight, just the pressure they're putting, not giving Wolverines too much room to work at all tonight.
No, they're making just like right here, everything tough.
Anderson to Melvin, the layup for 2. The Yellow Jackets really starting to pull away now as they lead 53-25 on the Wolverines. Lower with it to Rondesvet. Rondesvet, they close on him. Now a three-pointer off the iron on the shot attempt by Church. Rebound goes to the floor. It's Larson picking it up. He gets fouled. Fouled, I believe, will be on Finn Diggins this time. It is.
Again, the third time's a charm for you, Jason.
I waited. I patiently waited on this one.
You did a good job on that one. But there again, all joking aside, there's the Wolverines yet down by 28 and 7 minutes to go, and they're diving all over the floor getting the basketball back. So hats off to their coaching staff to keep their kids motivated into this game like they are, and good job by the young Wolverines here.
Peyton Church. And going to the floor was Gabe Thompson as Church lost control of it. 6:55 to go. The Yellow Jackets lead. As they go left side. Back is Larson. Gets cut off. Now to Lohr. Lohr looks to drive and a foul. Foul's on Melvin. His fourth. Now Lohr has it in the backcourt. Goes right side to Aiden Larson. Larson up top for Vidito. Vidito inside. Rondesvet through his legs. Thompson gets it. Thompson. Near side, Chaz Melvin for three. That one's off the iron, and Anderson's there for the rebound. Now Gabe Thompson's going to launch the three. That's off the iron. Diggins, that rebound. Thought about the pass inside. Now throws cross court for Soren Anderson. He'll take the three, and he'll hit the three. Soren Anderson. Third time's a charm, Lance, as he gets the third one to drop there on that possession.
Nice looking shot Soren Anderson has, and nice size on the wing. And we're going to get a timeout here by WDC, so we'll come back after about a...
Hi, I'm Jen Hendrickson, mortgage lender at United Community Bank. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, we are here to help you through the process and answer all of your questions. Mortgage rates are great right now. You can check out our website at ucbankmn.com to get pre-approved, sign up for Rate Watch, and check out our mortgage rate calculators. United Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Yeah. Welcome back here at the Hive. Under 6 to go. Yellow Jackets 55-25 lead here. So they're getting ready to move on in the Section 8 2A playoffs. Andrew Smith has checked in for the Yellow Jackets. As Lohr gets the inbounds pass. And we met by Smith at half court. Now it goes to Larson. Larson near side to Vidito. Vidito hands it off to Rondesvet. They'll go right side to Lohr. Lohr will fire the three. That's no good, and Thompson's there for the rebound. Yellow Jackets cross half court. Thompson with it. Now to Soren Anderson. Now back to Micah Thompson. A shot off the front iron. Rebounds grabbed by Vidito.
Nice hops there by Vidito. Kind of went up over the top of everybody. Snatched it two-handed, and impressive rebound.
Larson drives. Hands it off now to Vidito. Now Rondesvet with it. Rondesvet up top for Lohr. Lohr guarded by Smith to Larson. Larson with the screen, drives, gets cut off, comes up top. right there for Corbett Wensman. Goes near side, a three-pointer from Larson. On its way, it's no good. Lower the rebound. Put back, too strong off the back iron. The battle for the rebound, it's tied up. They'll stay with the Wolverines with 4:32 to go. Zach Shaw. Tony Krenklow back in for Wadena Creek. Carson Hespy and Jacob Daniels are in for the Yellow Jackets. Round of applause for Finn Diggins and Gabe Thompson as they exit. Larson with the pass off the inbound. Goes near side for Shaw. Zach Shaw to Wensman. Over to Vidito. Vidito hands it off Krenklow to Shaw. Shaw goes near side with the pass. Vidito looking to drive. Drives baseline, kicked out, and it's stolen away. Soren Anderson. Anderson. And it's stolen back. Held ball will be called as Aiden Larson got his hands in on that one.
And that's one thing as Soren grows in his game. You either pull up or kind of come back out of that, not stop on the baseline where you can get double teamed. But there's not much to fault with Soren's game tonight as he's been hitting threes all over the place. But that might be one that he would admit he would want to pull that one back out next time.
Thompson now to the far corner for Anderson, now to Andrew Smith for three. It's good. Andrew Smith hits the three. The senior.
Nice shot there by Smith. No hesitation. Just letting it fly and nothing but net there.
Key play on that one we talked about Soren Anderson was that quick extra pass. He had the open look and got it to the senior, and Andrew Smith nailed it. Shaw in the backcourt. Hands it off to Larson. Larson, the pull-up jumper is good for Aiden Larson. He's got 8 for the Wolverines. Wolverines senior class that's played a big role in helping them get over 500 and continue to progress as a program. Will definitely leave their mark on this program. Coached by head coach Kevin Thunberg.
Right, and again, you can't say it enough times as here's another three by Anderson, just rims out.
Daniels ends up getting the loose ball after the rebound. It's now tied up. And there comes a whistle. Just a matter of time.
A lot of arms flailing away in that lane right there.
And it'll bring Micah Thompson to the free throw line. Free throw doesn't drop. Wolverines will bring in Caden Sinner, Jack Machenbacher, and Isaac Christensen now in for the Wolverines. As you may not be able to see it on the edge of the camera as Kevin Toomer gives a couple of hugs to the seniors for their efforts and their time with the Wolverines. As Yellow Jackets make a couple of changes as well. The Yellow Jackets lead by 32 with 2:30 to go. Stenner with it. To Wensman. Near side, Vidito. Vidito on the near side, it goes for Caden Stenner. Now a pass there for Isaac Christensen. Spread in the backcourt. Now comes back up top with 2 minutes to go. Yellow Jackets are moving on as they'll get ready to play on Saturday here at 2 o'clock. You can watch it all right back here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Vincenzo in the backcourt with it. Wolverines looking for room as Belka guards. Now it comes back up to Vidito. With it, here's Stenner. Looks to drive on Smith, loses control of the ball. Andrew Smith ends up corralling it.
again, we'd just like to thank United Community Bank. We'll have the at the post game a player of the game, or maybe players. We're still going back and forth here as there's turnover by the Yellow Jackets. EOT Insurance and Dean's Bulk Service. Thank you guys for all your support and allowing us to bring this to you guys live, and it is a good time, and we know you'd rather be here in person, but we're glad that you can join us in Magnitude Sports and bringing this game. So here we go, Jason. Last minute 13, couple more subs in the game.
Yellow Jackets end up with a turnover down there. Now the Wolverines have the basketball. Isaac Christensen with it. Now to Philip Ross, goes near side for Caden Sinner. He fires the three. It's off the glass and good. Caden Sinner hits the three. And it's 59-30. Tapped away near side, and it goes out of bounds. Stay with the Yellow Jackets. Now Schwantz with it. Levi Richter. Cross court for Hespy. Hespy drives. Bounce pass for Schwantz. Schwantz off the glass. No good. Rebound swatted away on the block there by Philip Ross. He blocks the shot attempt there from Josh Peterson. Up top for Smith. Now to Hespy. Hespy the three. In and out, no good. And the Wolverines come back. Christensen with it. With 8, back to Christensen. He loses it out of bounds with 6 seconds to go. Yellow Jackets with the basketball. And that will do it. Yellow Jackets will move on. They earn a 59-30 victory over the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines, and just a dominant performance tonight by the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and I think that domination started on the defensive end, and it started off kind of slow, as sometimes it does in that first round of the playoffs. You kind of get, even though you're at home and you're the higher seed, you still have some nerves that they kind of work through. And then once they got going, they just kind of got that 20-point lead and hung on to it. But hats off to the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines, as they did a nice job changing defenses, bringing in some trap pressures, doing some of those sorts of things to kind of make the Yellow Jackets think throughout the game. And but that's a good thing for the Yellow Jackets, to see some different defenses and have some things to work on. So I think with that, Jason, we'll throw it to a break, and we'll come back with some stats and some post-game show.
We'll come back. We'll have that United Community Bank.
Hi, everybody. My name's Andy Eckhoff, Business Development Manager at United Community Bank. We're a one-stop shop, and our experienced staff is here to help you in any way we can. I want you to know that when you bank at United Community Bank, you have a whole team behind you, and our team wants to know your goals and how we can help you get there. We're the #1 commercial lender in the Lakes area. Come see us at United Community Bank, where the future is bright.
Ready?
Yep.
Back here at the Hive, Yellow Jackets win 59-30. They're moving on. They'll play Saturday at 2 o'clock against either Thief River Falls or East Grand Forks. A couple other quick scores we'll give you. Breckenridge leads Frazee 74-61. That's 3 minutes in the second half. And Barnesville has knocked out Pelican Rapids by a score of 72-60.
Yeah, fun night of basketball here, Jason, and I'll let you finish up some stats, and I think each round now is going to get better and better, obviously, as it should, and it's just Section 8AA has a lot of quality teams in here, so it's going to be fun to watch how this all plays out. Now they're going to switch brackets or sides of the bracket here coming up, where you'll have some north against some south, and that might change the vibe just a little bit about what's happening. But no doubt about it, tonight the Yellow Jackets came with one thing in mind. They were going to lock down WDC on defense. They did that, which created some nice offense for them. which will probably lead into, if you're ready with the stats there, Jason, I'll let you take it away.
They will. Leading the way tonight for the Yellow Jackets with 20 points was Finn Diggins. Our United Community Bank Player of the Game, brought to you by the United Community Bank in Perham, Denton, Free AZ. Finn Diggins with 20 points. He had 11 in the first half, 9 in the second half. Did a lot of different things dynamically for this Yellow Jackets as he led the way. Chaz Melvin finishes with 13 points. Had a big night for him. Really stepped up when the Yellow Jackets needed some key shots. And as you said in the first half, really got things going for Perham.
Yeah, and he really pushed for that player of the game there. Jason, it's so hard on any other night in other circumstances. Chaz Melvin probably would have been player of the game. It was just such a dominant performance for Finn Diggins. Not only the dunks and all the stuff you see, but just what he did with the basketball and being able to distribute it the way he did for a guy who's 6'5". He sees the floor so well.
You add Soren Anderson tonight. He had 10 points, 8 in the second half, hit a pair of three-pointers. He probably could have had 20 if you look at some of those shots that he had inside. Just going to get him the roll, but you know they're coming, and I think he's going to catch fire as this playoffs roll on for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and those are some of those pivotal pieces that we said. You got to have a secondary option or 2 or 3 for Finn Diggins, because the defense is only going to get tougher from here. And definitely you saw the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines at times triple teaming him, which makes some nice open looks for his teammates, and he finds them. So you got to be ready, set to shoot, and be ready with confidence to put that ball in the basket.
Yellow Jackets again on the scoring. 9 points for Micah Thompson, 3 points for Jacob Daniels, 2 points for Gabe Thompson. We just got another update on the final score. It is Breckenridge knocking off Frazee 79-63. So the Cowboys move on with a big victory over the Hornets, ending their season. On the other side of things, leading the way for the Wolverines, Aiden Larson with 8 points, 7 points for Zach Shaw, 2 points for Blake Fitito, 2 for Tony Krenklau, 2 for Tesh Lohr, 3 for Peyton Ronisvent, Jacob Machenbacher, and 3 for Peyton Church, the scoring for the Wolverines.
Yeah, and the Wolverines had a lot of people in the scorebook. Their senior class is a nice senior class. They've done some great things. Record over 500 this year. I was so impressed, Jason, with their stick-with-itness, I guess, is for a lack of a better word. They did not give up the whole night, and there was 2 minutes left in the game, and I remember seeing 3 kids dive on the floor after a loose ball. And if you're a head coach, I know you look at the scoreboard and go, ooh, 29 points, what can we pull out of that? That's what I would pull out of it, is my kids never quit through that whole time. They knew it was a tough mountain to climb tonight, but they continued to try all the way till that last buzzer sounded, and that's something you can hang your hat on and build on as a coaching staff and a young group of athletes coming back.
Well, the Yellow Jackets pick up a 59-30 victory. They improve to 14-5 at home, or on the season, 14-5 on the season. Wadena Deer Creek has their season come to an end with a record of 10-9. We'll be back here at the Hive Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock tip. Say roughly 1:30 pregame show as our guests. We'll look at that. But again, the tip will be here at 2 o'clock. Make sure to tune in to the Magnitude Sports Network for that. We'd like to thank our sponsors one more time. United Community Bank in Perham, Denton, Frazee, EOT Insurance, as well as Dean's Bulk Service for sponsoring our pregame show. Lance, any final thoughts on tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank you for watching at home. Thank Magnitude Sports, our sponsors, and man, March Madness. That's all I can say, Jason. It is so fun, and I hope everybody's keeping up with everything. And good luck on your brackets as NCAA starts tomorrow.
It should be a fun one. We'll thank you for tuning in. We'll see you back here on Saturday on the Magnitude.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.